Hey team, I hope you're all well. Gary here from Gary Rankin Coaching, and this right here is your motivational post! I'm just kidding. For those of you who've seen my stuff before, you know my thoughts on motivation. It's a wonderful thing, but it's incredibly unreliable. Because at the end of the day, motivation is a feeling, and feelings can be fleeting. And so, how can we go about not just creating motivation, but going deeper and further beyond it to consistently drive ourselves to take action and get the results that we want? To do that, I'm going to use this lighter as a metaphor. And the spark is motivation, because motivation is the spark that gets us into action. But me just holding this lighter here is like me just waking up in the morning. When I first wake up in the morning, there's no spark. In order for us to create that spark, there needs to be something to drive this wheel, and that is my thumb. And once there is something to drive the motivation, we get the spark. But again, even with just a spark, there's no flame. We also need some fuel for that spark to ignite, and then, in order to maintain the flame, we need a consistent driver to keep that fuel going. And so, once we have that driver, we have the fuel and we have the spark, we then have a flame, a burning passion or desire for us to consistently take action. And so, before we go any further, I just want to open this right up by asking you to have a think. What is it that drives you each and every day? And allow your mind to chew on that as we progress forward. And so, something that we've spoken about before is that our thoughts create our feelings drive our actions, and our actions drive our results. And so, motivation being a feeling, it lands here. And so in order for us to create motivation, we need a thought in order to do that. In order for us to get the spark, there had to be a driver, which in this case are our thoughts. And then, in order for us to get the flame, we needed fuel, we need passion, we need values, we need goals, we need a vision for us to want to move towards. And once we have those things in mind, we have the thoughts about them, we then have the spark that creates the consistent flame. And so, in order for us to create the motivation and drive to achieve our goals, it all starts in our mind by thinking about what it is that drives us. And so, have a think just now. What is it that drives you each and every day? And don't just come up with the very first things that come to mind. We want to sit with this, we want to go deep, and we want to get really in touch with what it is that drives us. Let me give you some examples of my own, straight out my own journal. So things that drive me each and every day, and we want to focus on feelings. The things that drive me, the feeling of being powerful and in charge of my own life. The feeling of giving my daughter the best life possible. The feeling of being fit, healthy, and strong. The feeling of connecting with and contributing to others, what we're doing right now. The feeling of being driven by a purpose. The feeling of treating and surprising my fiance and my daughter with nice things. And lastly, the feeling of providing for my family, doing something that I love. When I think about those things and the feelings associated with them, it creates this burning fire inside me, this passion inside me that makes me want to consistently take action and go after my goals. And even on the days where that spark of motivation isn't there, I can call upon these thoughts. It brings about those feelings, and I can use discipline to get into action and make it happen. Sometimes I don't even need that discipline because this brings about inspiration, which is even more powerful than motivation. And so what I want you to do is go ahead, pause the video here, and make a list of the things that drive you each and every day. And I don't care whether this takes you 5 seconds, 5 minutes, or 5 days, do not come back and play this video again until you've got your list of things that drive you and you can really feel it when you think about those things. So go ahead, pause the video here, make your list, and I'll see you shortly. Got your list? Fantastic. Now, how can we go about using this in order to motivate, inspire, energize, drive ourselves into consistent action? First things first is to have it somewhere that we can easily access it. I read it to you out the middle of my journal wherever I wrote it, but I've got it on post-its at my laptop. I've got it on a post-it in my mirror in my bedroom. I've got it in a post-it in the mirror in the bathroom. I've got it as the background on my phone. These things are here so that when I see them, I'm consistently reminded, so that if I get distracted, if self-doubt comes in, if insecurity comes up, if I'm in a state of anxiety, I can bring myself back to these things. So step one is to have them somewhere where you can regularly access them. Step number two is to make a practice of the 3 F's. And the 3 F's are full, focused feeling. Because when we can feel something, it drives our actions. And funnily enough, these are the things that drive you. So if we think about what drives you, we create that sense of motivation, passion, drive, determination that's going to inspire you into the kind of action that's going to help you get the results that you want. So how can we go about doing that? Grab your list just now, have a quick scan over it. Bring to mind what those things are that drive you. And what I want you to do is just now, just take a moment and close your eyes with me. Take in a nice big deep breath and just sigh it all back out. Take another nice big deep breath in and just sigh it all back out. One last nice big really deep breath in and just sigh it all back out. And keeping your eyes closed, I want you to bring to mind these things that drive you. Begin to see them through your own eyes, hear them through your own ears, feel them through your own senses. Imagine what it's like to be that person, to do that thing, to achieve that result, to feel that way. Seeing it through your own eyes, hearing it through your own ears, feeling it through your own senses. Running through the different drivers in your mind, allowing those feelings to come up. The power, the confidence, the drive, the determination. Make the images even more bright and colourful. Make the sounds even more crisp and clear, and allow those feelings to get even stronger. Thinking about these drivers, seeing them through your own eyes, hearing them through your own ears, feeling them through your own senses, allowing the feelings to come over you. What it's like to be that person, to take that action, to have achieved that result. And now, allow yourself to come back into the room and open your eyes and check in. How does that feel? Could you ignite that passion? Could you feel that drive? Could you feel that determination? And that's all we need to do, is bring these things to mind. Close our eyes and really focus in on the feelings that we feel, that we can create as a result of thinking about what drives us. And this is something that you can do each and every day. I would advise doing it first thing in the morning because that really helps set us up for the day. Have them written out on a bit of paper or in your journal where you can easily access it. And when you wake up in the morning, get out your bed, grab a few minutes to yourself and stand there. Read that list over and over. And then once you've read it a couple of times and brought it to mind, close your eyes, really begin to visualize it. Even if you can't get clear, strong visions, hear it, feel it, imagine what it's like to be that person, seeing it through your own eyes, hearing it through your own ears, feeling it through your own senses, and bringing up those feelings. And then once you've brought those feelings up, link the actions that you want to take and the goals you want to achieve to that larger vision for your life, and that is going to give you all the drive, all the motivation, all the determination that you need to take consistent action and go and achieve your goals. And so, enjoy connecting with and clarifying your drivers. Enjoy getting full focused on feeling every single day, and use the things that drive you to get the results that you want. This is the keys, or these are the keys to your motivation. Your thoughts create your feelings drive your actions drive your results. And so keep in mind the things that drive you, that are important to you, that get you passionate, and this will give you all the energy and motivation that you ever need. If you've got any questions about anything at all we've covered today, then please ask your coach and they can reach out to me for you, or please feel free to reach out to me personally on Instagram at GaryRinken_. Until next time, full focus on feeling, full focus on those drivers. Take care, and I'll catch you real soon. Peace.